We go on a mission trip to Zimbabwe every year, so it means we're always recruiting for this team, the current team, next year's team, the year after team. There's always a group of people that are talking about, well, I can't afford it now, but I can do it then, or maybe in 2 years I can save up vacation and so forth. So you're kind of working with multiple teams, multiple years at the same time, at least how we do it. So how do you recruit? Well, first you're just proactive. Pray, but you're proactive. Invite, ask anybody, everybody. Just invite. Hey man, what, you ever thought about going to Africa? Well, no. Maybe you could. Some of our best team members have been people who never planned to go. And then it was like, hey, do you want to go? Like, well, I guess I could look into it. And all of a sudden there they are in Africa and fallen in love and they want to go back. So don't say no for them. Let them say no. Invite everybody you can think of. We do some things to keep it in front of everybody all the time. We have a TV we have a little cafe area, fellowship area, donuts and coffee and that kind of stuff, fruit on Sunday mornings. And there's a big old TV in there that we're continually, I call it a kingdom TV. It's continually going through pictures of things we've done as a church, whether it's local missions, we do grilling in low-income apartments, or whether it is the mission field where we go to every year in Zimbabwe. So they can look up and say, wow, 4 years ago, I was part of that team, or wow, look what they did 2 years ago. Or look at this year's team. I always have the current team on there. And I do that to keep it in front of our minds, because out of sight, out of mind, right? This keeps it in the forefront. This is important to us. This is something we do. And every single week is a reminder, because one of those pictures goes through, that they think, yeah, maybe I want to do that. So simple things like that are helpful, keeping it in front of people. I purposely will ask fringe people, newer people who are not yet, been in the church for 5 years or something. Like they've been here for 3 weeks. Hey man, what do you think about Africa? That's just a great way to connect them, but also give them some purpose, give them a higher thing, purpose and in the church, and some excitement for the church as well. Talk to people at fundraising events. We have lots of fundraising events, whether we have a car show once a month, we have a spaghetti dinner, we've had garage sales, we've had all kinds of different things, and the community comes in for these things. And so we'll have all kinds of, we have had fireworks stands until we lost our spot, which had nothing to, the store closed and lost the parking lot. But it led to all kinds of conversations. We even got in the news when the news cameras showed up, because they heard there was a fireworks stand that was supporting a mission in Zimbabwe. That was kind of cool. So a lot of conversations there. I don't think we've had anyone join the team from that, but we've had the invitations been given. Hey, well, come with us. You might enjoy that. Anytime you can open your mouth and invite someone, it's great. Put that through the filter of prayer. Put that through the filter of, well, what if they do say yes, invite? Well, are you a Jesus person in the first place? Make sure they're doctrinally sound and with your church. You don't want someone teaching something opposite of what you are. But that's like a second level. First, see if they're even interested. Once you have a team, I mentioned this in the last video, but once you have a team, form an executive team within that team, and they can, someone in charge of the children, someone in charge of the adult section. That's usually me, because I'm doing the preaching and the revivals. Someone in charge of travel. They can align airfare and that kind of stuff, so I don't have to do that, and that's just their focus. And in our case, sometimes we'll drive to Chicago. We're 5.5 hours away from Chicago, so they got to arrange lodging, and there's lots of details, logistics to arrange, and that's someone that be their job. And then we have someone in charge of finance, so that it just spreads out the work a little bit. I used to do it all, and I thought, okay, that's just too much on top of my real job, and so I started dividing it up, and that's really been extremely helpful for us as we've fine-tuned this over the years. So that's how you recruit your next team. Very simple, but you have to be intentional, and you have to do the ask. You can't just put out a sign-up sheet and hope that'll do it. I have that too. I have a sign-up sheet, so people maybe you didn't think to ask, all of a sudden they put their name down, like, oh, okay, so then I'll go talk to them. But just keep it in front of them and do the ask. All right.